Hey folks, this is William here, Phreakmushroom, thriving and striving and surviving through the harshest conditions. I said that I was going to do my second parable today, and I'm going to try to condense it down to 5 minutes. So in order for me to do that, I have to talk really fast. So please forgive me. It's not that I talk fast, and I can talk fast, but I would rather talk slow and long, but you know, for the video's sake, I got to be quick. So the parable is this: how a church can feed one man for a week on one can of food. Now, this is a true story. This is something that happened to me that I'm sharing with you. Back in 1983, I used to live on top of a bar. And it's kind of like a Hotel California thing. It's an inn. So there's about 40 or 50 rooms upstairs, and people live there and rent them out. At that time, it was $75 a week, I think. In any case, at the same time, I was attending a church. One of these new churches, like only 20, 30 people, and they're just starting up. They're looking to build a building, and they need your support and your money, And in any case, I was going regularly, and I went in one Sunday, and some of the members came up to me and they said, we saw you going in the bar. And I said, really? And they said, yeah, we know what you were doing. What was I doing? Well, we know. Oh, you do? They said, yeah, and we don't like it. We think it's bad. It's a bad environment for you to go in. If you're going to be part of this church, you want to be around good people. You don't want to go into that bar environment. And I said, well, can I ask you something? They said, sure. I said, by curiosity, when you saw me going into the bar, was it like 5:30, maybe 6? And they said, yeah, that's exactly the time we saw you going into the bar. And I said, well, I live upstairs, right? And they said, yeah. And I said, you know that I can't cook upstairs? And they said, no, we didn't know that. And I said, yeah, there's no, it's a rooming house. You can't use cooking. Now, I managed to eventually get a hot plate, but at the same time, you're not technically supposed to use them. And I told them that. And they said, well, we can't get you a hot plate because obviously it's against the rules for you to cook up there. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with you. So the first step that they decided to do was give me one of those heater bars. I don't know if you've seen it. It costs maybe $5, $10, and you plug it in and the bar heats up and you can put it in a can of whatever and it'll heat up the can. I'm just grabbing something. And of course, as soon as you plug it in, it burns out. And of course, I went back to the church next week, and they said, how'd that work out for you? And I told them, I said, it burned out. I didn't even get to use it. The heater element burned out on it because it's cheap. So they said, geez, we don't know what we're going to do here. We can't get you a hot plate, and, we're not going to keep buying heater bars if they're just going to burn out. So I said, look, you want to really help me? And they said, yeah. And I said, all you got to do is give me one can of food. And they said, one can of food? I said, yeah. All you got to do is just give me one can of food. It doesn't even matter what it is. It could be vegetables, tuna, whatever, beef stew, And I'll eat all week. And they looked at each other, and they looked at me, and they said, we don't understand. And I said, I'm telling you, if you're kind enough to give me the can of food, I'll be fine. And they said, you're telling us that if we give you one can of food, you'll be able to eat all week on that one can of food. And I said, yes, absolutely. And they said, how can that be? I said, because you people are nice enough to give me the can of food, but not one of you will ever ask me if I have a can opener. So it's going to take me all week to figure out how to open the can. Needless to say, the church asked me to leave after that. They didn't like that comment. But, folks, that's the way Christians are. Christians are so gung-ho to get you to accept Christ that they can't even conceive in their brain that maybe perhaps you already have accepted Christ. And that's the question they should start off with. Hey, have you accepted Christ? Well, if you haven't, would you be interested? No. They start off with, hey, can I tell you about Jesus? You should accept Jesus in your life. You should try Jesus. You don't have Jesus in your life, and judging you. And that's crazy. So I'm going to fit in another quick story here because I want the video to be about 10 minutes. So about a month ago, I met a minister at Walmart, a non-Caucasian gentleman. I didn't know he was a minister. I just started talking to him, telling him something about the news, something funny, and he revealed to me that he was a minister. He immediately wanted me to accept Christ or listen to him about Christ. I notified him that I was a Buddhist. I became a Nichiren Shoshu Buddhist on October 26th of 2006. My body, my soul, my heart belongs to Taiseikai in Japan. That's where my home is. But in any case, he told me at one point that he thinks reincarnation is bullshit and that he doesn't believe in it and that I should accept Christ. And I said, okay, well, what did Christ do? You know, what's this big thing that makes him so popular? Well, he died and he rose again. What? Yeah, he died and he rose again. He came back to earth? Yeah. And you should believe that. And that's not reincarnation. Oh, no, that was God's miracle. That was a miracle from God. But not reincarnation. Because, I mean, the definition of reincarnation is to die and be born back on earth again. No, you're misunderstanding it. You're trying to twist the words. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. Can I ask you a question? I said to him. He said, what's that? I said, okay, fine. Say I accept Jesus as my Savior. What happens to me? Oh, well, you'll die and be born again. But I won't be reincarnated. No. You're twisting it. Are you getting it, folks? Are you getting it? Okay. I'm sorry to say, looking at this gentleman, Mama needs a new pair of shoes, and he found the laziest way to do it. That was my philosophy. Now, here's the thing, folks. People that claim they have God claim that they have some super strength, that they have God behind them. Well, why did he run away? Why did the church ask me to leave? If they have the power of God behind them, surely they can slay me and make me run away. But they're running away from me, folks. I don't get it. Don't get it. In any case, Phreakmushroom, hope you like this video. Like I said, I'm going to shorten it up. A lot of my main videos are over on BitChute. If you look below, I put the link in. I also have a website on my work, which is on bioelectromagnetism and pathology, along with synesthesia, cymatics, and fractals, and all kinds of cool stuff. So head on over to the PPF and check it out. And if you go to the heart of the PPF, you'll find a lot of great links, a lot of resources for information. I also like to compose music under the name Beyond Love Emotion, which is up on Spotify. And I do take donations. And if you could hand out a donation, that'd be awesome. If you could tell somebody about me, that would be even more awesome. If you could leave a comment or subscribe, that'd be great. And folks, I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything. Because everything should be appreciated, including yourself. So it's with love and peace that I give you this message. I hope you use your open mind to think about it and deduct it to what I'm truly trying to get through to you. And if you are one of these people that will give a can of food and not ask for a can opener, all I ask you to do is stop it, knock it off. Be a human being. Realize that people are hearts and minds. And sometimes we need a little more help than just one can of food. And if you look at the whole picture, you'll get it, rather than focus in on, you need to accept Jesus, you need to accept Jesus. As it says in the Bible clearly, everything in overabundance is bad, and that includes religion. Thank you. Peace.